Bonjour! Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Fasten up your seatbelt and enjoy this journey into Muse World with Lamia Norbert. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. It's been a while. I know I've been my name MIA. It feels weird, I'm not gonna lie. It feels weird because of a lot of things. Because first of all, I didn't record in almost a month because all the episode you saw before was pre-recorded, before Christmas and New Year. Then I traveled, I came back, I was sick. But we'll talk more about that in a bit. But that was the reason why you didn't have any episode from me. Another reason why was also because the studio now was also getting the new setup ready. And I'm excited to be shooting more episode here because it's really nice. I like the soundproof. I like all of the setup that they have. Like there's 4 different setup and I can't wait to bring my guests to start recording. But enough of me blabbering already. I'm a bit nervous, I think, because I've been recording. I'm coming back in front of a camera after a long time. But I wanted to do today's episode a bit of a real chat, a little bit of a catching up of what's been going on, of why I went silent, why there was no episode, how is life going based on all those goals that I had set for me in 2024 before we stepped in the new year. So yeah, we're going to start with all of that today. We're going to talk about this. And first of the reason why there was no episode. As I mentioned at the beginning, all the previous episode was pre-recorded in a pop-up studio because this studio was not ready yet. Now it is. And then not only that was one factor, but there was many other factors like my mom was in town. She came to Dubai for the first time and I thought it would be a good time for me to kind of switch off and actually spend quality time with her. I was sick and then work just got super busy. And that's where the real chat is going to be all about. It's just, I don't know if I'm the only one who's feeling this way. And if you can relate, please drop a message in the comment box. But January started, I was very optimistic. I'm still am, but it was a bit of a slap in the face of how much things has been going on for me. And it's work-wise. Like I'm coming to a point where I'm going to bed and I know that I have like maybe another 10 messages to reply to, but I just physically can't do it. I realized that as a human being, there's that much I can do. I thought I had superpowers, but unfortunately, that's not the case. And it was tough dealing with work, dealing how busy it was, dealing with very different scenarios at work that was making life a little bit more complicated. But most importantly, when I stepped into 2025, there's a lot of things that changed. So one of them is obviously I started to ask myself, what is actually my purpose? Where do I want to bring my purpose for 2025? And if whatever that purpose was initially that I had set, is it actually aligning and making sense? So if you guys know me, I'm a big overthinker. So the overthinker that I am just kept thinking about maybe I was doing the wrong thing. I was thinking about career shift. And I think I'm still thinking about a career shift. I don't know if this 9-to-5 job is meant to be or if it's just maybe the company that I need to change. I have great friends in the company that I really adore them, but it's just the environment right now is becoming more and more toxic when it's affecting my mental health. And I know that the only way for me to kind of make a change is actually take action. And that was something I mentioned at the beginning. In 2024 about the goals that I had, it was to take action. So this is something I'm currently doing, taking action on the things that doesn't suit me or doesn't suit my lifestyle or my values or the things that I align with. But taking action also means doing the difficult things, which I think I was not mentally ready. I said it out loud, but mentally when you do it and when you're actually doing it, it's not easy. I realized that there was a lot of doubt that was also popping up after this realization. Let's put it like that. But yeah, I think career-wise, it's a bit mushy-mashy at the moment, where obviously I don't know what I want to do. I don't know if I'm at the right direction. I don't know if I just need to move company and find a healthy environment. But yeah, that's the real chat. And to be honest, if you ask me, did I find any answers? I'll be honest with you guys. Nope. I'm still figuring it. Life is lifing at the moment. So I'm just taking it day by day and just seeing what's coming towards me and taking any opportunity that I potentially see. So that's career-wise. Another thing that you got a life. So if you guys remember, because I'm going to relate a lot about the last episode that was out, because obviously that was the episode about the New Year's, the goal setting and all of that. So I did mention that I wanted to, my best friend and I, we were going to compete for High Rocks. And last week we found out that the tickets for High Rocks was sold out. So that is not happening. As we were about to start training for High Rocks and, getting ready, we were getting excited. We were getting the butterflies in the stomach, thinking about, okay, what should we do? Thinking about strategy to, obviously have the best performance during the big day. Well, that's not going to happen. But it's not the end of the world. It's fine. It's just obviously a change of plan, which means that most probably I'll be going back to do martial arts, because I do miss kickboxing. So I'll be going back to do martial arts. And then I guess High Rocks will be postponed until they announce the next day, which probably will be end of the year or next year. So yeah, that is a change of plan. I also started with my personal trainer, my coach. I don't really know. Yeah, personal trainer. No, he's not a PT, because I don't do personal training. Yes, I'm having intrusive thoughts. It's my coach. Let's put it like that. Easy peasy. So I also started with my coach in January, and so far I've been enjoying it very much. That was also something that I didn't think I would be so uncomfortable about, but I'll tell you exactly what made me feel uncomfortable. So starting with a coach was actually handing over everything that I always was in control. That is my diet, my training. And it's not like I don't have control over it. But obviously now it's like I'm trusting someone else to kind of guide me to be at the best performance that I want to be. So I filled in a form. I have my app. I have my workout. I have my nutrition. Everything is planned for me. And there was little tweaks that changed and I was not ready. And the funny thing is, it's actually very good tweaks, because I'm someone who used to train 5 times a week weights plus martial arts on that. And then I was complaining that I couldn't see any results. So with Ross, who's my coach, shout out to him, by the way, we actually were taking it in a very different way, which I'm really enjoying. So I'm having my 4 training session, and I'm having my rest. And honestly, I love it because he's very attentive to details and he is a big guidance to me right now. Obviously, because we are adjusting, so my body responded to a very different way that I thought, which means I was more fluffy. And I'm still very more fluffy than what I used to be, but it's okay. Like I mentioned to Ross during my check-in, I did tell him, I was like, okay, I'm feeling very fluffy. I'm not comfortable. But I know it's part of the process, and he reassured me. And that's another great thing about having a coach, because he keeps you accountable and he's with you in this journey. You're not alone doing this whole thing alone. And his knowledge is just unbelievable. Like sometimes when he brings out a technical word, and I'm like, oh, okay, what are you trying to say? Because I'd never heard that. But yeah, so far this has been great. It's only been a month, but I already feel good. I enjoy my training. I feel strong. I love that relationship I have with Ross. We have great communication. He's always active, always here. Even though when he travels, he's still making sure he gets the check-in done, which is really nice to know that obviously, even though he's not in Dubai, but he's still available to be here if I had any questions or anything. So that's fitness-wise. That's the story. And I think the real chat that I wanted to have with you all is just talking about how I expected the big, obviously, it's still early, we're still January, but when I entered 2025, I had a different perspective of how it would be. And now when I'm going through it, it's a bit like, I don't know if I said it already, but it feels like a slap in the face because everything is becoming like at a fast paced. I'm not gonna lie, I'm questioning a lot of my decision and what is right for me, what is wrong for me. I think also one of the big reason into this is also because this year I'm turning 30. It's the big 30. It's the dirty 30, whatever 30 you want to call it, but I'm gonna be 30 in 8 months. And it makes me realize it's like I'm very conscious about it. So I'm like, okay, what do I want to do? Because obviously that's it. It's the end of my 20s and we're stepping into a different era almost. So how do I want it? Where do I want to head? So it's like really going down and deep into my whys. And I'm not going to I wanted to swear, I'm not going to swear. I'm not going to hide it to any one of you, but it's been hard going deep, asking myself the whys, because it's very uncomfortable. I realize that there's still a lot of work, but yeah, it's part of life, I guess. But on the good side though, what I'm extremely grateful is the wonderful people that I have around me here in Dubai. And I think they are my biggest coping mechanism. As much as I understand that, meditation, journaling, and doing ice bath and sleeping early and all of that is important. But one thing I'm realizing more and more, and I'm extremely grateful, is obviously the people that I have around me. Because without them, I don't think I would still be sane at this point. And I know it's just January, but let's hope that February gets better. So yeah, that's a bit of a real talk. And I don't want to lie. And I know I'm always the first one to be positive with you guys. And I truly believe that being positive is the best way to go ahead. But I also have to be honest that yes, behind the smiling face, there's someone else who's struggling and calling her mom and complaining about life. But it's part of the game. It's part of the game. It's part of the process. And I know that over time, everything will be just fine. But yeah, January was really, really hectic. Everything was coming all together and everyone. And the worst is, I think it's also because of what I do as a career. It's like people have expectation coming from me. And I had so many expectation from a million people coming towards my way that I was like, oh, how do I handle everyone's expectation? And then recently, actually yesterday, I realized that there are certain things I can't control. And I reminded myself that I can do whatever I can in the things that I can control. Things that are outside of my control, it doesn't help to stress about it. So yeah, that's a bit of a real chat. Now, in regards to the podcast, I know I was quiet, but I'm not going to be quiet for a long time, I promise. I think I needed also a little bit of a break to see if that was something I still enjoyed. And I realized that I was missing it. In one of my sharing circle on Sunday, I was mentioning this. And by the way, if you're asking me by now, what is a sharing circle and what do I do on Sunday? Please go watch my other episode and you will know where I am every Sunday. But anyway, on the sharing circle, I was mentioning that I realized that obviously the podcast for me is like my baby. It's my open book. It's a place for me where I share how I feel. It's where I share my personal advice, and I always say I'm not a professional, and I still stand by that, where I get people that actually brought so much knowledge to my life and like helped me in my day-to-day life, or people that I've met and I had incredible conversation that I think any one of you out there would enjoy listening. I realized that these are the things that I love about the podcast. It's that if you live in Dubai, you would know, for instance, that it's a very fast-paced lifestyle, but having that 1 hour where you're switching off your phone and just sitting down with that one person and having a conversation, learning a bit more about them, or just talking about a topic that is really nice, that is something that I missed. And I'm sorry if I've let any of my listeners down. I'm very, very sorry. But I'm back. I'm back, baby. Stronger than ever. I've got guests lined up. So as from next week, I'm starting to record. And I can't wait to really put out some more episode with you all. Don't expect only one guest episode. There will be a returning guest where we would be talking about a topic and kind of have different perspective. I thought that would be a bit more interesting as well. Not that I'm saying that having one guest is not interesting. I enjoy having one particular guest that knows what they're talking about and actually share their personal story, because you can learn so much out of it. But sometimes it's nice to have like an overall topic and just put it out there and get people from different background or different mindset to kind of share their thoughts about it. And you will see that despite all of us being different, there's still some kind of similarities. So there will be some fun episode coming up. There will be some with guests. There will be some solos. And one thing that I did plan, which I did not commit to, is actually doing lives on the Instagram page. I'm not gonna lie, it was hectic. Life was hectic in January, but we're gonna work on that. I may not do it every week, but I think to make sure I stick to what I say, I will do it maybe by like every 2 weeks. So let me know if that is something that you would like to listen. To be part of, because I think doing live would help me to obviously have much more of a conversation with any one of you who's listening, to be honest. So there will be lives. Let me know what day, time that would suit you. Otherwise, if you don't comment, how will I know when you guys want to do the live with me? Easy peasy. But I think that's it. Apart from that, I think I just needed to get all of that off my chest. And it sounds like a bit of a mushy episode, but that's everything that was on my chest and I had to take it out. So yeah, but I'm back and I can't wait to record more episode. I missed you guys. I'm very sorry, but life was lifing. I'm going to copy it. I don't know if that's a line that has ever been said by anyone else. If not, this is going to be one of my new lines. Life is lifing. ... So yeah. Anyway, guys. Oh, one thing before I end, I just realized the photo shoot. So if you remember the episode I did with Emma, we did this challenge where we call it This Is Me Challenge, where we were requesting people to take obviously pictures of themselves without filters and makeup and post it and tag It's Me as well, tag Emma, and we would be doing a photo shoot. The photo shoot has not happened yet, but we are working on it to happen. Unfortunately, I'm going to be honest, there was not a lot of people that participated, but I'm actually very happy for it. It's an unfortunate moment, but I'm actually also very grateful and very happy for the girls that participated and showed up for the challenge. And I really can't wait to reach out to them to start to obviously plan that photo shoot. But if you see this episode and you still want to join, I'm putting it out there so you can still join very quickly before I finalize obviously the participants, and we booked the studio with Emma for the photo shoot, just to give you another kind of summary or kind of a reminder of what's this challenge all about. So we want to empower women to accept them how they are. Again, I am someone who loves makeup, but I don't want to be only going out with makeup. I'm someone who struggled with that before. And when you finally accept how you are without makeup and understand that you're beautiful just the way that you are, it makes a whole lot different. So it's a way to kind of empower women to love themselves. It's a message to put out there. It's a movement that I still want to continue even after this photo shoot. I am kind of doing some brainstorming of how we can make this movement even bigger than that and help all any women and even men, to be honest, who wants to obviously make the difference, and stand up for themselves and love themselves a little bit more, So that's basically the movement. So very easy if you want to participate. Just take a picture or a selfie of yourself with no makeup and no filters. Tag It's Me as well on Instagram. Tag Emma. And afterwards, I'll repost it on my Instagram. And after that, we will reach out to all of you to set up the date and time for the photo shoots. And I think it will be very exciting. It's a free photo shoot organized by Emma, which I'm extremely thankful. Once again, thank you so much, Emma. And I guess I've said everything that I wanted to say. As you guys know, I don't really do any recordings with plans. I just say what I feel like and take it off my mind or my chest, like I just mentioned. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna end today's episode. I'm happy to be back. I guess I'll need a little bit more time to get used to the lights and the cameras again. But it's like anything. It's like, when you stop cycling, you get back to it, or you get back on it very quickly. So I'm sure I'll be back very, very quickly. So guys, thank you for listening. I'll give you more update about my life whenever I have more updates, but stay tuned for more episodes with guests on, which I'm really excited about. Extremely nice topics are coming up. Guests with a lot of knowledge are also coming up. So I'm really, really excited to have everyone on board. So I'm not going to say more. I'm not going to say who's coming. I'm not going to say anything. We'll just putting it out there. And please, I'm going to ask you guys, help me grow this channel. Help me empower people out there. Help me make the difference. Anyone that can relate to any of the stories that I've shared so far in 1 year, please, to help me to grow this channel, it's very easy. Like, comment, subscribe, and share. That would help me so much more. It would help the channel to grow, and it will help me to get even more people and guests on board. So please don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, share. And I'm gonna love you and leave you. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.